So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the dream. It's always the song. Vindaloo's hopes are in Paris, because at home he felt embarrassed. Oh no, they've scored, I feel blue. Now they've scored two. Quick look to the bench. Oh, what a stench. Taxi for Arteta, start the car. Ooh la la and ha ha ha. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. The joke that just keeps on giving. Guna bottle jobs, stealing a living. Home and away, wherever they play. The writing is always on the wall. Vindaloo crying again. Your boys fail again. The taste of salt. Empty trophy vault. Next year is our year. Oh dear, oh dear. Taxi for Arteta, start the car. Ooh la la and ah. So here we are again. Arteta's lads fail again. It's always the same. Mikel Arteta, he should do better. Spunk at 700 million up the wall. Oh no, the ref. Oh no, the ball. We got bigger fish to fry. At least we're gonna try, but we're left with jack shit. Swing and miss with every hit. If only second place was shiny, we could polish a cup so tiny. Runner up, suck it up. We're all laughing at you so whiny. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same. 700 million, closing on a billion. But you're the best teamie. Tell that to Hakimi. You had so much play, couldn't put it away. This is really taking the piss. Even Perrier, a bottle cheaper than this. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same.
Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Tottenham's going to do it again. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope everyone is feeling good and happy and excited that Tottenham are actually through to a European final. Come on! I'm joined today, obviously, by Jimbo. Mr. Chang and Nick is here as well. Jimbo, first of all, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling very good that we're in the final and Arsenal are in the Champions League. Oh, no, they're not. They're in the bin.
Yes, just like we needed reminding of that. Mr. Chang, how the devil are you? You're muted or we can't hear you, Mr. Chang.
They chopped the wire off as well as his hair.
Is this better? Yeah. Am I audible now?
That's
or am I still
better.
muted?
We can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was on mute earlier. I am excited and just over the moon in equal measure with the way that we qualified for the Europa League final with a clean sheet to boot on our travels on a ground where a lot of people were saying that, oh, we will choke on the synthetic surface, the archers will chill us to the bone and what have you not. And no better way to qualify for the final. 6 years to the day, the last time we progressed from the semi-finals to an European final in 2019 on the very same day, on the 8th of May. And yeah, absolutely looking forward to the final itself. But first and foremost, we still have the task of salivating over a job well done in our match review, as well as our London Derby preview for this Sunday's game against Palace. Having said that, back to you, Ms. Kate.
Thank you, Chang. And Nick, how are you doing? How are you feeling about the win last night?
Yeah, I said it before. I feel a little bit meh. I think because I'm probably just a bit tired from overworking. I think it's just it was a bit different than 6 years ago. Obviously, the last minute winner. I guess it was a bit like the first leg, right? Even though we won 3-1 because they scored first, it felt a bit like oh God, what are we doing? But I'll be all right. I think now is the time to. I mean, we can't forget what's happened in the league because. And I had a nice conversation with Sean Butler earlier because he said, "How you feeling?" Blah blah blah, and he said, and I said, "Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit this," and he said, "Yeah, but look at it this way: for the whole of the season, for 75%, if we finished top 4 and went out the quarterfinals of both cup competitions or the semi-finals was there, you'd sit there and you go, oh, you're excited because 75% of the season we've been excited, whereas." Yeah. If you asked us today as well, would we take this season of what's happened now next season? You'd say no, we wouldn't take it, regardless of we've been in a final, what have you. We just need to get the monkey off our back now. And yeah, soon when I've had some more sleep, I'll start getting more excited and more excited and more excited. But I just think that because of that and because of what happened at Liverpool, and then I made a boo-boo with the accommodation in Bilbao and I'd booked Bilbao accommodation for 2025 and 2026, and this is a self-mud thing here. So of course, cancelling the one for 2026, I cancelled the one for 2025. Then I went into 2026 and it said you have 12 months, blah blah blah, to cancel it, all because I was annoyed because of the Liverpool result, because Laura was celebrating, obviously being a Liverpool fan. Going, oh, look at us, it's so nice. COVID, we didn't have this. Oh, look at the boys all stood there in their champions top singing Never Walk Alone. No. And I was just like, right, I've had enough. This football club. And then I'd done it and I went, oh, I've had an absolute mare here. So, yeah, so
you won't be going Bilbao?
Well, I don't know. There's something has been dropped into my inbox that there may be a possibility, but
maybe a possibility of what?
Of going.
But I would need to go on Sunday. I would need to go on Sunday the 18th and be back on Friday the 23rd.
Okay.
So obviously, I would then have to pass that to the higher powers.
Yeah.
Take your missus with you.
Yeah, you could take your missus.
Take your missus and having a little holiday break as well.
But at the end of the day, I can't do that because we have about 85 kids that I need to look after. So,
well, thanks for that story, Nick. And that's the end of the show. That's all we've got time for. But no, anyway. I did message, I spoke briefly to Danny Kiriakou this morning on text, who said that he's going. I've had Marlon telling me he's trying to go. Hang
on. Danny Kiriakou is only going because I woke him up and I told him to book his ticket, right? There was one ticket left. So originally, this is story time today, by the way. We've not been here for a while, so it's story time. So Danny Kiriakou, so it's me, Phil P, Phil's dad, and Graham, right? And then we were looking at it and it was like, oh, I don't know if we can do this. And then I was like, oh, I've got something to take the kids to on the Thursday evening. So the flights, because it's basically flight on Tuesday, come back on the Thursday, drive from Barcelona both ways. Danny sat there. I've woken up. Danny, there's one ticket left on this flight. Danny, wake up. Danny, right? He's in a world of his own and he's going, so guys, how are we getting to the airport to on the Tuesday? I'm like, Danny, there's one seat left on this flight. You need to book it now, mate. It's already gone up 50 quid since the night before. And you're worrying about how you get into Stansted. You won't be going anywhere, mate, if you don't book this ticket.
Oh, you got to love Danny. Before we start, let's have a look who's in the chat. We've got Design to Win, who says, a very good afternoon, Kate and Jimbo. Rather enjoyable evening yesterday. I actually am surprised I can talk today. I screamed so loud when Porro's cross-stroke goal went in. I'm surprised my voice hasn't gone. Shemtan's here, says, afternoon, Princess Kate to Jimbo. Still loving the intro. Hope you're both doing well today after that great night. Big up, Shem. Hope you and Mum are well. We're on our way to Bilbao. We're on our way, says Beyond 72. Yes, we bloody well are. Big up Kate, Jimbo and chat. We did it. All this hype around Bodø. They didn't lay a finger on us. We controlled the game. Into the final we go. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think I wasn't in the second half particularly. I wasn't even concerned that they'd score. Good morning, Bobby. Hope you're feeling better today, my lovely. Good to see you. Big up, Leo. Good to see you. Shem says hello to Mr. Royal Senior, the youngest looking old Tibetan monk, Mr. Chimichanga Chang. Hope you're both well. Bobby's been a member for 18 months, says 18 months and no topless gym pics. I'm cancelling. I did send you one of Jim in his dressing gown, though, or in my dressing gown. That's got to be worth more than the topless pics, surely. Oh, Jimbo, put it away. No one needs to see that. God, I think I've just bought my breakfast back up.
That was just for Bobby.
Dear oh Lord. Shem has also been a member for 14 months. Thank you for your support. I can't believe you just done that, Jim. And Leo has also been a member for 9 months. Says hugs from my family to yours and to you, Leo, always. Big up Paul G. Says afternoon all. Oh, what a night. Exactly. Bobby says, I watched one of the biggest cringe videos, a supposed big Spurs fan from a big channel calling on Gooners for support in the final. I would never cheer for them ever. Calls all fans out and does this. I did see that. And I thought, the words that came out of my mouth were, I don't want their fucking support. And to be fair, there's no real Gooner that's ever going to support Tottenham. I thought it was a very bizarre statement, but, you know, each to their own. And whatnot. Hello to the legendary, everyone talking to each other. Afternoon, Paige. Congratulations on getting to the final. See you there. See you there. Big up, Daniel 90. Good to see you. Ronnie says, hello to all Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Tottenham's going to do it again. They can't stop them. The boys from Tottenham, the boys from White Hart Lane. Yeah, sorry for the singing. How cringy was that video, especially coming from him, Mr. Super Spurs? Well, I'm not saying anything else. Thanks, Jimbo. I need a cigarette now. Be back in a minute, says Bobby. Honestly, Bobby always lowers the tone. Bobby, do you smoke the cig at the same time? Yeah, maybe you can multitask. Who knows? Big up Peter Kagaias, who says it's 9:40 p.m. in Melbourne. Spurs on the way to Bilbao. After all, we need an opponent. One more win and Ange could be in. Got a touch on the game, Jimbo. I thought the first half was a bit boring. Although I thought Porro was excellent throughout the whole game.
It wasn't
well,
boring.
You get your chance to say it in a minute. Just let me have my little say. Not boring, but a little bit boring. It wasn't like, I don't know. I said to you when 45 minutes came, it seemed to just fly by. And normally when I'm watching a game with Tottenham, I'm biting my nails to the bone. But then that's probably a good sign because it means we were accomplished, composed, professional, all those nice words. And then the second half, I thought we never looked in trouble at all. But what did you make of the game?
Well, no, I don't think we looked in trouble the first half either. And there's a wave for Leo. He asked me to wave. I don't think we was in trouble the first half. It wasn't boring because it was always, you don't want them to score, right? Because it's going to bring them back in there. And if we get that goal, the goals, that's kind of put the tie to bed. So I don't think it was boring. It was just a very professional job. I thought in the first half they really contained them well. They lost they lost the ball a few times, and you know when they were trying to get it back, it was a bit of a ball bouncing all over the place. But that's probably down to the pitch. But I thought they did well. I didn't find it boring, and you're right, it did go quick. Before you knew it, they said like it's 2 minutes to half time. And
maybe it's the fact that Tottenham did do a professional performance and were composed, that I wasn't biting my nails down to the knuckles and panicking. And that's why it went quick. 'Cause normally, like I say, when you watch 45 minutes with a lot riding on it, it seems to go on forever.
But
So
you did say on the stream yesterday you'll take a boring 0-0. So
bloody right.
And well, that's exactly what they did the first half. Contained them, didn't let them have many chances. We actually had the better chances in the first half, and just done a professional job. I thought they were brilliant, and I thought Ange got it spot on yesterday again in Europe. And I think Ange gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I thought he made the subs. I think I might have took Richie off at half time. But look, at the end of the day, I saw people moaning about Richie, but he drew a lot of fouls yesterday. Richie, he was very smart. Drew a lot of fouls to kind of kill the play in the middle of the park, and I thought that it was a really professional job, and it doesn't matter what the score was, as long as we went through and we had a nice convincing 2-0. So it's nice. I think the fans deserve it, especially the ones that went to Bodø Glimt. I think they deserved it. It could probably cost them a nice few quid. And with the disappointments we've had this season, you got to take your hat off to them for paying out the money and taking a chance. You know, all the hype around Bilbo Baggins land. I knew it was just a load of
Bilbo Baggins land. What are you talking about? Bodø Glimt, not Bilbo Baggins. That's Bilbao, mate.
To me, it's Bilbo Baggins land. It was all hype. You could tell from the first match that they was never anywhere near us as a team. You know, and if you actually read about some of the games they've won at home, a lot of the teams played their second string teams. So,
against who? Against who?
When they beat Roma 6-1.
No, that's doing them a disservice. I went back and I checked, and they didn't. They said
that's not what I read. I read they put a lot of their second string players out.
No, they said 90% of their opposition played their strongest team. I think it's a bit disrespectful to say that, Bodø Glimt.
Well, disrespectful, not disrespectful. I don't really care about Bilbo Baggins. All I care about is we went through.
Yeah, and Leo, on a plus, I didn't even eat Haagen-Dazs. I was so engrossed in the game. So I saved myself some calories as well. So that was a good bonus. But Mr. Chang, what did you make of the game?
I can only tell you what I saw in the first half before I fell asleep halfway through into it. The first half, as you quite rightly mentioned, I think it wasn't boring affair, but there wasn't much happening. They controlled most parts of the game, but every time Richarlison got the ball up wide, as what Mr. Boxer said earlier, he was drawing a lot of fouls and breaking up play, and that gave us, the respite needed to just restart and disrupt their game. I unfortunately fell asleep half an hour into the game at about 3:30 a.m. this morning. I was woken by the sounds of the celebration when Solanke slotted home from the Romero knockdown off a corner. That was something close to the hour mark, and the rest of it was quite eventful in the form of Porro's goal. Whether he meant it or not, I think he said something
he didn't mean it. He said afterwards, he didn't mean it.
He was honest, bless him. He came out and said it was a crime.
When I saw that goal, it was so reminiscent of that Pepe Matasar goal that he scored against Kepa when we were 2-0 down against Bournemouth. And once that went in, you just know that the night was ours. We didn't have to even, shift out from second gear. But towards the end, I really felt that Big Ange should have brought on a few fresh legs to just waste some time, maybe even give some of the lads a run out. I, for one, thought that maybe, just maybe, giving Kinski some needed minutes just so that we can protect Vicario, who was already on a yellow in the dying few minutes of the game, was something that should have been done. But what's done is done. And fair play to Porro. He got the goal and penalty. At first at first viewing in real time, it might have looked to be a penalty, but that is why VAR is for. When you watch it in instant replay, then yes, it is clear and obvious that Porro got the ball and the Bodø attacker was going to ground. So all in all, it's a good day's work. A clean sheet on the travels, and as I rightly mentioned earlier, our second European final in exactly 6 years to the day since we qualified for the first one at Pochettino. Let's just all hope that this one has a completely different outcome from 6 years ago. Having said that, as always, it's back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, let's hope so. And I have to put it in there. It's only a few days before my birthday, so it's the perfect early birthday present. It would have put a huge dampener on my day as we have been knocked out. Nick, I know you didn't see all the game. What did you make of it, and what are your thoughts on the final?
I think we just did what we needed to do. I think we surprised. I think they came out. The Bodø manager came out earlier and said that they were surprised with the way that Tottenham played. It was a pretty drab first half, and then we just took our chances. I think that's all we needed to do. And once that goal went in, it just goes and shows again. I thought for me, Bissouma was incredible again. And in both legs, he's stepped up. And if we see more of that Bissouma, then we've seen probably less than half a dozen of that Bissouma, and that's what it. I mean, I don't know whether the players are actually turning up because that's what their focus is now, and they've just. I mean, the rest of these league games, it doesn't really matter. We can't get relegated, but I think that's the way that they're kind of looking at it. Obviously, they won't. You're not going to see players flying into tackles because they won't want to get themselves injured before a final. I think it's going to be a very drab affair, and what have you. So we'll just have to, wait and see. But yeah, look, it's what we needed, and a thoroughly professional performance, as like Paul G said.
Yeah. When you say drab affair, do you mean the final?
What?
You went, it's going to be a very drab affair. What did you talk about? I missed what you said before it.
I know the first. I don't know if I'm honest. I don't remember. Not the final.
I was going to say
the first half was pretty drab.
Yeah, maybe that's what you meant. Sorry. I was going to say I don't think the final will be drab. I think it's going to be a real open final.
David, I don't know where you're seeing those price tickets because they're not. That's not the price of the cheapest tickets on the email that we all got. So
what price did you get, Nick?
Let's have a look. Hang on.
Big up Belgrade Wanderer says, congrats guys, I'm buzzing for you. Hope Sonaldo lifts the trophy and you end the drought. Oh, thank you very much.
That's the only question, right? And this is the question that I've said it. I've said it on a number of occasions. Is that this has got Harry Kane vibes over Madrid again, right?
Do we play?
So let's see. So there are so in terms of the tickets, should we qualify? This was before because we had to register before. 14,770 tickets. This includes 25 pairs tickets for wheelchair users plus 15 pairs of easy access seats. Category 1 tickets, €240. Category 2, €160. Category 3, €65. Fans first, €40, and the access ticket, €40. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So, and this is set by UEFA as well. So, David, I'm not sure where you saw 1,400, unless that's people selling them for corporately, because UEFA have got 23,000 tickets out of the 57,000 tickets, which I think is an absolute disgrace, by the way. If it was, say, 20,000 Spurs fans, 20,000 United fans, and then 17 corporate, then I'd kind of understand that. And if it was 20,000 Spurs fans, I probably would have been able to get a ticket. But where we are.
How many is allocated to each club?
14,770.
That's not a lot, is it?
57,000.
Oh, it holds 57,000, does it?
Yeah, so United have got 14,770, we've got 14,770, and UEFA have got 2350 or whatever it is.
That's disgraceful. That's absolutely disgraceful. A few people have mentioned, someone mentioned Basuma. Daniel mentioned that, I mean, you would never have known, for me, it was an artificial pitch, apart from the ball going a bit quicker. I thought the players
But it did, Kate, but to a point, it went, and then it bounced a couple of times, and then it spun back like it was like so you could have just booted it forward and then run after it, and then you would have probably caught it up. And then there was a couple of times, there was that one that Mickey van der Ven cleared it, and it spun back into play rather than going off. So yeah, I mean, it also looked in some instances like, and they said it on the commentary, like, when you for those people that are old enough. I don't know if Chang will know. He's quite
okay. I don't know if Chang or Kate will know.
No, but you had Sabutio when you were a kid, and you got it out the loft, and you had to iron it because it was all like freeze. That's what the pitch looked like on the edges, right? It looked like
carpet.
Yeah.
But I was going to say I've went there, but I'm back. Jimbo, if you had to give a man of the match, I mean, there were some really good performances last night. I thought Romero was an absolute beast last night. That header he did for Solanke's goal was immense. I thought he'd scored. I screamed because I predicted a Romero header. Not that I care who scored, but I mean, who do you think was our outstanding player last night?
Before I answer that, Carl, I just want to say they kind of shot themselves in the foot because they said on the commentary that it was peeing down with rain, but they watered the pitch again as well. They were watering the pitch, so that kind of worked against them because they were like chasing shadows at times with the ball, losing the ball. So that kind of worked against them. But anyway, man of the match is so hard. I thought Basuma was absolutely outstanding, and I did predict from the first game that I thought that he would have a really good game, first and the second game, which he did. I think he gets a bit of disservice sometimes. I know he's had some bad games, but if he's on it, he's definitely worth having in the squad. But Bentancur was fantastic. Porro was outstanding. You're right, Romero, Van der Ven. My man of the match, who would it be? I thought your doggy did well. I think I will go with Basuma or Porro.
You can always go Paruma.
I feel like I'm doing Basuma a bit of a disservice going with Porro.
All right, I'll let you have two then.
Basuma and Porro for me were absolutely outstanding.
Yeah. Mr. Chang, have you got a man of the match from what you've seen?
I think I'll give it to Porro.
And
because that goal itself was, that was the goal that clinched it for us. And if I were to be perfectly honest, from the hour or so that I was able to watch, this was the one game. This was the one game where we honestly didn't feel that the need to bring Spence on. And that in itself is a big statement for Porro, that he was both solid tracking back as well as lethal and potent going forward. And bonus points to him as well for not giving away that penalty right at the death, although it might have looked almost like a penalty, a certain penalty in real time. But credit to him, he kept his calm and composure. He didn't ruin the clean sheet. So for me, my man of the match goes to Pedro Porro.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Daniel, I couldn't agree more with you here. People are so quick to slate Solanke, but he's shown with vital goals in the quarterfinal second leg, semi-final first leg, semi-final second leg. And he does so much as well when he's not scoring goals. This is what I don't understand why he gets so much abuse. I really don't. But Nick, have you got a choice for man of the match?
I would say Basuma for me. I think he was outstanding. I think if we, like I said, if we have this Basuma, then it was that's what we want. We want this Basuma.
especially with Madders being out as well, Burvale being out, we needed the midfield to step up. I'm going to go. I'm not going to agree with any of you because I want to be different. So I'm going to go Romero because I give him so much stick, and I thought he put in a really strong performance. And like I say, that header for the goal was excellent, and I thought he was an absolute beast in the back. So I am giving it to Romero. But all in all, look, we got the job done. Man United got the job done. It's an all-England final. I would have rather played anybody than an English team, because it just brings back post-match stress of Liverpool, Spurs in the Champions League final. Plus, what's the probability of beating a team 4 times in the same season? I said it on the terrace last night. I really truly believe it's all down to fate. If we're meant to win it, we'll win it, and if we're not, then we won't. It's as easy as that.
Kate. It's down to the players on the pitch.
Yeah, but I think the script is written, Jim.
If they step up, then we'll win it.
It's like Harry Kane wins his first trophy. Is it going to be that Tottenham also win their first trophy for 17 years and their first European trophy in 41 years at the same time?
What's the bigger trophy? What's the bigger trophy, the Bundesliga or
Europa League?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be vindication again for Ange as well? And he's always wins in the second season. Is that going to come true? There's so many different things that could happen. Man United have still been winning trophies, even though they're going through this horrendous stage in their sort of, I don't know what you'd say, not season, this patch that they're going through where they've been absolutely shit, but they still seem to be winning trophies. So look, we've got a couple of weeks to wait, but oh God, I'm just so pleased we're through to the final, especially after Arsenal were embarrassed by PSG on Wednesday night. But we've got more pressing things at hand because the final is 2 weeks away and we've got the weekend's fixtures, and current scores on the doors in the Predictions League are in 4th place Jimbo on 200. He's finally hit 200. Hallelujah. In 3rd place is me with 233. Then we've got Nick with 257, and we've got Chang steaming ahead now, 5 points in front with 262. So there's all to play for. Congrats on the win yesterday, says Rosie. Good to see you, Rosie. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Daniel says, I don't believe the script's written completely yet without a twist, because the script has 2 awful teams in the European final. It's 50-50. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. But look, let's have a look. I think this must be an early game tomorrow. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the timings. But Fulham-Everton is the first game of the weekend. I'm guessing that's a 12:30. Does anyone know?
I don't know. I can look for you.
Yeah, have a look. See if it's 12:30. I think it must be. Unless it's, it's the championship and that's finished. So it wouldn't be a championship game. Oh, I've got pins and needles.
They're doing the playoffs, aren't they?
Fulham and Everton is going to be a 3 p.m. kickoff. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff tomorrow.
So there's no early game. Okay, so there's not an early game, right? So the first game of the weekend, anyway, at 3 o'clock is Fulham versus Everton. Jimbo, how do you see this one panning out?
It's at Fulham, isn't it? Yeah.
Hang on, breaking news. 15 goals. Do I have to pay out? How much do I owe? Well, you actually owe. I've got it written down. This is the coup at the minute, Joey.
Right, Joey.
Thank you for coming in. We did wonder if you'd make an appearance. The bets were £20 each to Vinketic, Jimbo, and Bobby K.
Yeah, but can I just say something? Right.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rinketic one should stand.
Why?
Well, because he's not here. So if Joey had won, would Rinketic have paid?
True.
Because it doesn't come in no more.
But it's up to you.
Well,
but anyway,
I personally think that the Rinketic one should be dropped.
Well, I shall leave that to Joey's decision. You bet £20 to 3 people, Bobby K, Jim, and Rinketic, and then an extra 50 quid if he scores more than 15 goals. So you could donate whatever you choose. I will give you the charity, and I'll leave it to you, Joey, because everything is. Let me put the link in. Everything that goes to Legend on the Bench is brilliant. So whatever you want to donate is perfectly fine. Well, he's only scored 15 at the minute, so you actually only owe 60. But as I say, whatever goes to the charity will be amazing. Big up Jimbo for saving Joey 20 quid.
Well, I'm only being fair. I'm only being fair because I wouldn't want to chase for him quick for the money, and he doesn't come in no more. So I don't think that's really fair on Joey.
That's why I said I'm going to leave it to Joey. It's entirely
Yeah.
his choice.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
But as I say, it's all going straight to charity anyway. I have got some items coming. Mickey is so busy, but I've got some amazing stuff to auction off for the charity as well, but they haven't arrived yet. But yeah, Joey, you're a legend and a gentleman for coming in, and it's very much appreciated. And he says it's only a score, Jimbo. It's for charity, mate.
Right. I just wanted to be fair, Joey.
But yeah, the charity will be very, 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 very grateful, as are we. But yeah, sorry, Jimbo. Fulham, Everton.
I'm going to go.
Hang on. Before we do predictions, Chang, you're not allowed to do like 5-2-1 score lines or something like this. Yeah, we agreed this before you go. So if you start going, this will be my 4th, 3rd, 2nd. You're not allowed to have any score lines the same, Chang.
Don't listen to him, Chang. You carry on. Nick's just jealous.
I think I'll go to.
Well, I'm going to have.
Go on, Chang.
Okay, I have sent you my predictions. I think 10 minutes ago. So if that is the new ruling for me, then I'm going to have to change a lot of these score lines because
you haven't got to change them. You haven't got to change them.
Chang is fine. Just you don't need to say this is my. If you say this is my every time, like this is my 4th one, 3rd one, 2nd one, whatever, you lose 2 points for every time you use that sentence. This is my 2nd, 2 points gone. This is my 3rd, 2 points gone. That's what we're saying. So just say your scores. I'm clinging on here to try and get back ahead of you.
You know what they say,
change your scores. You don't change.
You know what you say to Nick. You say "fuck off."
Fulham and Everton.
All right, Nick.
Carrying on with the show, I think this is going to end up a draw. It's going to finish 1 apiece between Fulham and Everton. Okay. Fulham 1, Everton 1.
You keep freezing a little bit, Chang. We all wait with bated breath, but then you come back. But Jimbo, did you give me your score? Because I didn't write it down.
I was going to say 2-2.
2-2 for Jimbo. Nick, what do you fancy?
I'm going to go 2-1 Fulham.
That's the score I've gone for. 2-1 Fulham.
Because then that could be the gap closed by 2 in the first game from 5 to 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. I think Fulham will beat him as well. I've gone for a 2-1. Big up. Chrysandro says, hey panel, hey Spurs fans, sorry I missed the start. I was too busy celebrating last night and sorting my upgrade to my hotel in Bilbao. Oh, get in. Big up Nick. I know Jim said hello, I didn't. Always good to see you. Hope you're well. I'm going 2-2 every fixture, says Side Dancer. Well, you're bound to get at least one right. Chang, I'll come to you first with this one. Ipswich Brentford.
This is going to finish in an away win. Ipswich 1, Brentford 2.
2-1 away win for Chang. Nick, are you going with the... I've also done a 2-1 away win. Are you going with the...
Chang say?
He says 2-1 Brentford.
3-1 Brentford.
Oh, Nick means business. Jimbo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Brentford as well.
Oh, Rosie's going 3-1 Brentford as well. Ed's going 2-0 Brentford. Nick can go first on this one. Southampton versus Man City.
I'm going to go 3-0 City.
3-0 City. I have gone for Southampton 1, City 3. Jimbo?
5-0.
5-0 to City?
Yeah.
You do love a 5-0, Jimbo. You haven't done one for a while.
Shite, didn't they?
Chang, what are you fancying for this one?
Manchester City to win by 2-1.
He loves the 2-1, does Mr. Chang. This is why he's winning. He loves the 2-1. No outrageous scores coming from Chang today. He knows what he's doing. I've got Wolves and Brighton next, and I've gone for a 2-1 Wolves win. Even though Wolves are pony, I've got them to beat Brighton 2-1. Jimbo, what's your thoughts on this one?
Well, Wolves ain't pony, are they? They ain't terrible.
They're right near us, aren't they? At the bottom.
They're higher than us.
Yeah, not much, I don't think.
Where
Let
are
me look.
they?
I'm looking.
13th, something like that, aren't they?
No, they are. Oh, yeah, they are 13th. Why did I think they were worse than that?
I'm going to go.
They're only 3 points ahead of us.
LTL's asking you, what's your prediction for Ipswich?
Oh, mine was 2-1 Brentford. But
Right,
yeah, Jimbo, Wolves Brighton.
Wolves Brighton. I'm going to go with another 2-2.
2-2. But they're saying your 5-0 is well possible because we won 5-0. So there we go. Jimbo's right. City are firing on all cylinders again. Mr. Chang, Wolves Brighton.
Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2.
Oh, away win. Nick, Wolves.
2-1 Wolves. I'm going the opposite way.
That's what I've done. I agree with you, Nick. I've done a 2-1 Wolvesies. I love that Nick's just trying to go opposite Chang with everything. It's so funny. He wants to make the points up.
Yeah, 1 point is nothing now. We got to go brave. I mean, Jim's got to go against everyone to try and get. I mean, Jim's going to be like 6
against everyone every week
8,
anyway.
12.
I do high predictions.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I'm losing.
No, Jim, you do stupid predictions. Not
Well,
high.
in your eyes, they're stupid, but I just think to myself.
No, Jim, the table doesn't lie, mate. You're bottom. Yeah, the table doesn't lie.
I've still got 200 points.
Okay, but have
Exactly.
you got?
I will tell you
points
now.
Chang and
I
me
was the
and
only
Kate?
person that got the. I was the only person that got the 4-1 Aston Villa, and I was the only person that got the 4-0 City.
So you got 2 right in the out of 200
Yeah, but
points.
2 good ones because they were the high predictions.
Right.
I'll take that. It's made
So
by
me, Kate, and Chang are getting like 2 right every week, but you got 2 right all
Oh yeah,
season.
but they were outrageous predictions, so I'm happy with that, Nick.
You don't get a point per goal. You know that, don't you, Jimbo?
I don't give a shit. I just like high scores.
Okay, darling. You carry on doing it your way.
Thank you.
Then we've got Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Jimbo.
Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Oh, that'd be a good game. Aston Villa really need the points, don't they? So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Paige says Jimbo's the real winner in my book. The league is fixed. What's this? Big up Luton Dan says, afternoon Kate and Jim, much love. Big up Chang and Nick. The birthday dream is on. What a birthday I could have. Is it your birthday on the final or the day before? I know you did tell me, but I can't remember. 2-1 to Villa, says Ed M. 1-1 says Side Dancer. Jose says predictions Premier League on yesterday's stream and today's show at 3:30 will be the bonus games. Daniel says, I don't like this grief you're giving Jimbo about his predictions. Jimbo, I'm sending you over mine every week from next season. Use them. Big up.
Who said that?
That's Daniel said that. 21st. Yeah, because mine's the 13th. So it could be a good early birthday present for both of us. Or late birthday present, should I say.
Leslie's on the day of the final.
No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is.
Of course it is. Oh, my God, you're so blonde sometimes.
Shit in hell. Oh, my God, that would be so stressful. I'm glad it's not my birthday that day. I'm not going to lie. Chang, Bournemouth, Aston Villa.
Yeah, baby.
This is going to finish in a draw. I'm predicting it to finish 1 apiece between these two teams. It's going to be Bournemouth 1, Aston Villa 1.
What?
Big up Lisa says, hi everyone, nice to see you, Kate, Jim, Nick and Chang. It's been a while, Chang. Hope you're all doing well. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Lisa. Nick, Bournemouth Villa.
Bournemouth Villa. What did Chang say?
1-1.
I'm going 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Same as Jim. Same as Jimbo. And I've gone 1-1.
God, I need to change it then. If Jimbo's put 2-1, it ain't going to be right, is it?
And I've gone 1-0. Massive big up to Joey Barton, who's just donated £100 to the charity. Thank you so very much. It's very much
You're a good
appreciated.
man, Joey.
Yeah,
Man of your word.
And remember, Solanke is the man. Big up Solanke as well for getting us that money. But Joey, thank you very much. It's very, 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 very much appreciated. Next up, we've got Newcastle Chelsea, Mr. Chang. This should be a really good game. But how do you see it going?
I want Newcastle to climb higher than what they currently are, just so maybe they can catch Woolwich. Maybe they still because immediately after this, I believe Newcastle have to play Woolwich, right? So
Yeah.
they have all the advantage going into that game against them if they get a win here. But I think it might end up in a draw, which is why I'm also going to go for a 1-0 draw in this game. It's going to be Newcastle United 1, Chelsea 1.
I do love that Joey's written on the charity, Joey pays his debts, as the comment. Nick, Newcastle Chelsea, massive game. This, a lot on the line. What do you see happening with this one?
I think Newcastle are going to win, and I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle.
I've gone 3-1, same as Luton Dan for the Newcastle game. I think they win it as well. And Jimbo, what do you fancy?
Has Newcastle got their star man?
Isak, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Newcastle.
Is he there, Chanks? You shook your head. Is Isak playing? Do we know?
I read somewhere that he was away on leave, but I could be wrong. I'm just going to recheck that again. And just so you know, Mr. Boxall, Chelsea, they were able to beat the newly elected Premier League champions last weekend, even though they had to do a cut of honor for Liverpool.
I think that was more of a Liverpool hangover.
According to Maresca's press conference 17 minutes ago, it looks like Isak's playing.
All right.
So what are you saying, Jimbo?
Who's press conference?
Maresca, the Chelsea manager. Bonnie wants to give her predictions. Who are you going for, Jim? Newcastle, Chelsea?
3-1.
3-1, same as me.
Newcastle.
Okay. Then we have Manchester United versus West Ham. Nick, what do you fancy?
Well, it's going to be similar to. I think it's going to be similar to our game, but I think United nick it. Then when we play them, I want to say a draw, but I'm going to say 1-0 United.
Okay, I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I think they're going to have the hangover from the European game. Jimbo, what do you fancy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go draw. I don't have to go 1-1 or 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2, same as UK.
You just want to be me, Jim. That's what it is.
I've nearly said something really.
Yeah, no, don't say. I know exactly what you was going to say. Don't say it. Mr. Chang, United West Ham. You're going 1-2.
Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be a 2-1. Win this game by 2-1.
2-1. The United. Okay.
I did think that, Daniel, but I just didn't want to argue with Kate.
Well, they said to him, the question was, how do you feel about Isak being back? And he said Isak's a key man for Newcastle, but he's not the be-all and end-all, something along those lines. That's why. So that makes me think that Isak is back. But big up Ian Ferguson. Yes, let's go Spurs. Big up to you as well, Corey boy. Don't be rude, Joe Barton. Big up, Shaya. Congrats on your win last night. See you in the final. Just seen the video of the Norwegian Spurs fan lifting his baby like a trophy. Oh, that was brilliant. A guy on his balcony, all in Spurs kit, his baby's in white, and he lifts the baby up, and all the Spurs fans go, "Hey!" And he puts him down. He does it again. It was brilliant. I saw that on TikTok.
There's a few Norwegians that support Spurs.
Yeah, there was the guy that sat next to me on the train. Who was Norwegian.
Yeah, that's
He
right. Yeah.
Xabi Alonso to leave Leverkusen. Does this clear his way to come to Spurs next season? I'm not talking about a new manager until the Europa League's done now. I'm giving Ange, because I think he got his spot on last night. I'm giving him the respect he deserves. I'm not talking about him going anywhere until after that. But on to the next game, Jimbo. Nottingham Forest versus Leicester City.
I'm going to go 3-0 Forest.
3-0 Forest. Mr. Chang?
I
2-1
think this should be an away win. A home win. This is going to be a home win. It's going to be 2-1 to Forest. Nottingham Forest 2, Leicester City 1.
Okay. Nicholas?
I'm going to go 2-0 Forest.
That's what I've done, 2-0 Forest.
See what Joey Barnes put.
I love spunking money, but imagine blowing your wages on shit fireworks outside a team hotel just to get beaten. I've never understood that.
Do you know what? I think it was Brian Daigle said it, and it's so true. The town's so small, it probably woke their players up and all.
It's just pathetic, as if that's going to make any difference. Honestly, it's bonkers. Yeah, I think it's respectful to Ange to not speak about it. And that's what I intend to do on this channel. 3-1 Forest, says Rose. And then we've got Mr. Chang, Tottenham versus Palace.
Home win would be a nice way to, cap off the week. We've just only broken our losing streak last Sunday when we drew against West Ham away from home. So I would very much like to see us go 1-up and try and capitalize on this London derby. I am going to predict us to win by 2-1. 2 goals.
Okay.
But I really couldn't care less who scores the goals. It could be Richarlison, Solanke, Kulu. I just want us to win by 2-1.
Yeah. 3-1 Spurs, says Rosie. 3-1 Palace, says Luton Dan. 3-2, says Ed. Like these players are intimidated from a Catherine wheel, a rocket, and a sparkler. 1-0 Palace, says Cassandro. Nick, what are you thinking?
No, read it properly. If you're going to read them.
Tottenham 1, Palace 0.
You said 1-0 Palace.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Joey put notice I've not mentioned the manager, time and place. Exactly, Joey. Nick, Spurs Palace. Are you going? And what do you think the score will be?
I'm not going. I think it's I predicted the other day that we would draw this game. So I'm going to say 1-1. I just think that Palace are flying at the moment. And we're going to be more focused on 12 days time or however many days time it is. And it's kind of not irrelevant. That's the wrong word. But, I don't think we're not going to be up for this. It's
not irrelevant, but it's not really that important.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I think I said this the other day. I don't think we win another game of football before the end of the season. But, because we then got to go to Villa and then we've got Brighton at home. So, yeah, I just think it's a London derby. Ange's record in London derbies aren't great. And I think it'll be 1-1. So there you go.
I've gone with Chang and I've gone Tottenham to just nick this 2-1. I think he might put some kids like Mikey Moore out. I hope he does. I hope he gives like a Jai, Mikey Moore a run out. And I think we nick this game. But what are you thinking, Jim Bob?
Fuck that. We're going to smash him 3-1.
3-1. Is that a smashing? 3-1?
Yeah, it is because they're on form. we're going to go out and we're going to win games to give us the confidence for the 21st.
Ellie, big up Ellie and AJ. Good to see you both. Says that she's booking the Wednesday afternoon of the 21st. If we win, I'm getting drunk. We've been asked to go and watch it with our besties who are Man United fans. But you know what? I've got to do the pre-match pump up.
Well,
then I will be on the match reaction. And he lives about 40 minutes away. And I might, if we win, I might partake in a couple of vodkas. I'm not going to lie.
Oh God, there's going to be videos of her crying again, isn't there? Oh my God, I love you guys. I love Tottenham. Oh, so good.
I love Bobby fucking K.
Yeah. Even though I have 30 names, even though he's a prick, I still love him.
I forgot I said that.
What's she say?
I said Nick, Emerson, Barrison, and Boyo. He's got about 30 names, the prick, but I love him. And little Chang, who looks about 12, I think I said. I don't know. Bobby sent me the video yesterday, and I refused to watch it again. But I probably will cry either way. I sobbed when we lost the Champions League final, and I sobbed when we got through to the final. So there will be tears. Arsenal have been awarded the very first Declan Rice played well against Madrid trophy. Love it. We are playing a Bilbao whilst Arsenal are watching Emmerdale. Oh, they'll be watching. They'll be watching.
Where's Angus, by the way? Where is he? Is he alive?
No sign.
He's gone missing again, and then what? Oh, sorry, guys, I had a hangover.
Oh, yeah. What about the, don't underestimate Bodø. Whatever you do, don't slip up. I'll be here. Well, where are you? Angus, let's be having you.
If you're watching Angus, come in
he's
the
the
chat.
biggest flip-flop in the world, this Angus.
He gives it, it's time to take it like a man, Angus. I'm just saying. And then the final game of the weekend, another game which should be a good game. It's Liverpool versus the Woolwich Bottlers. Nick, how do you see this one going?
I'm going to say this is going to be Arsenal have got to react. Liverpool don't.
They've got nothing to play for. They're going to be on the beach now, Nick.
Yeah,
well,
but they have
because Man City are very close to them in their worst season they've ever had. So Arsenal are going to turn up. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but I hope Liverpool absolutely smash them.
I've gone Liverpool 3-1 because I think it's their last game at it's not their last game at Anfield. It's their first game since they've been champions, isn't it? Since they've had the trophy. Is that right? At Anfield? But either way, I'm pretty sure that Liverpool are going to smash Arsenal. They'll probably go 1-0 up and bottle it because that's what they do. Dan says, I'm scared for us in the final because, we beat United 3 times. They're getting players back and we lost Madders. United are always...
Dan, no. It ain't going to happen, son. We're going to be lifting that trophy.
And Arsenal have to give Liverpool the Guard of Honour after winning Sodal. Oh, my God. Jimbo, Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool.
Same as me again, Jimbo.
Arsenal are just crap, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not very good. And Mr. Chang, Liverpool versus Arsenal. 2-1.
2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1.
Okay. Well, we've all done Liverpool to win apart from Nick, who's a secret donor and wants them to draw 1-0. Ellie says, I'm in a tattoo pact with about 5 people. We've had to roll over the pact for the last 8 seasons because we didn't win anything. This time might be it. Listen, I said on the terrace that if Ange Postecoglou wins us Europa League, I'm going to get a tattoo of Ange. So, there won't be a tattoo of Ange's face, but there will be a tattoo in homage of Ange Postecoglou on my body if we win the Europa League. I will not welch on that bet. I will get one done. AJ says, love to see.
When we've done the scores, I want to say something about Ange.
The scores are done.
All right. We'll go and read. You read, and then I'll say it when you've finished.
Okay. Would love to see an emphatic win for Liverpool. Arsenal lose 3 on the bounce and get overtaken by City. That'd be good. Woolwich on the beach. Mind you, Saka was playing in flip-flops the other night, judging from that open goal miss. Oh, that was a shocker. 3-2, Rosie. Do you know what makes me sick? If Harry Kane had missed that, it would have been, Spurs have bottled it, etc., etc. We'll win the final 2-0. Arteta equals failure specialist. Don't worry, Kate, there will be no tattoo. Haha. Sava said he will get an Ange tattoo if he wins a trophy. I have receipts. Get Ange on your flank. Big up Luke Skywalker. Come on, you Gunners. I saw you yesterday, Luke, praying that Man United are going to beat us in the final. I saw you. Jimmy Hotspur says, big up everyone. We did it now for the final. Come on, you Spurs. Yes, indeed. Jim, what was you going to say about Ange?
Who does Luke support then?
Arsenal.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Well, we won't say no more, Luke.
That's why he's got "Come on, you Gunners" after his name.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Look, if Ange wins the Europa League, right, and he walks away from this club, you have to say that he's been a successful manager, right? Because the first season, he took us into 5th place, which took us into Europe, and then he wins the European Cup. So if he walks away from this club, right, even though if we're going to finish 16th, 17th, 15th, whatever, right, you have to say that he's been a successful manager for Tottenham Hotspur. You can't say he's been a failure.
You can say he's been a failure domestically.
Yeah, but you got to look at you just got to look at the overall picture, Kate. Right? He walks away from this club, and he's a successful manager for Tottenham Hotspur, the most successful manager for years.
Yeah, and he'll get his dues. He will get his dues. He will be praised. He said he would win the trophy if he delivers and wins one his second season. He will get praised. I will have a forever memory of Ange tattooed somewhere on my body. So he will get the praise he deserves. And he will, like you say, be classed as a successful manager. Maybe you get the statue that I've drawn up. Maybe this will be the new statue outside our stadium. But instead of the L, maybe we'll have a Europa League with a kangaroo on it. You never know. The L was for obviously all the league losses, but maybe they just tweak it a little bit. Was you going to say something, Chang? You leant closer to the camera as if you was going to say something fundamental.
Yeah.
Something just very quick. Yeah, no, just something very quick. Something very quick, if I may, with regards to Big Ange. All this while, I mean, even when we were up against it, I've mentioned time and time again, regardless of how bad we are doing, just so long as we still have a manager, regardless if he is, the primary manager we started with, or an interim manager, or even a replacement, I will still be fully behind this manager. And come what may, at the end of May, and dusted, if the board feels that Big Ange is only just beginning in this rebuild, and they feel that there is enough shown from our Europa League campaign to warrant him staying, then I will still support him, regardless of whether we win or lose the Europa League final. But I mean, this is why we should always be very thankful for what we have, and not be always looking to on the greener side of on the other side of the grass where we think it's green over there. And I really do hope, really do hope for all our sakes, Miss Kate, that we do lift this Europa trophy. It's a long overdue trophy, and what's a way to do it as well. The only stumbling block I realize, much like the Champions League final, we have to play against yet another team in red. Thankfully, it's not Woolwich for a European trophy, but much like Liverpool, another English club stands in our way. Let's just hope that this one doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just answer Jimmy Hotspur?
Who said about? Hang on, let me find it. Standards. Yeah.
Right, Jimmy. What I'm saying to you is right that if Ange walks away, right, I think they give him the option to walk. I don't think they'll sack him, right, because if he wins the trophy, I don't think they'll keep him for next season. But what I'm saying is, the first season he got us into 5th, right. He broke a record by the first 10 games, winning 8 and drawing 2, or winning 9, drawing 1, whatever it was. And then he's took us into the next season, right? And he's took us into the Champions League and picked up a European Cup. So it has to be classed as a success. I know the league has been terrible, right? but he's just got us into the Champions League in a different way, and lifted a trophy at the same time. And for me, it's the second biggest trophy in Europe to win. For me, you know, I just think it's to win a European Cup is phenomenal. You know, I've seen it before with Spurs, and it's just a feeling. If we win it, you guys that haven't seen it, well, it's a feeling you're never going to feel. You know, it's just unbelievable. So it has to be classed as a success. His second season took us in the Champions League and lifted the European Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, for me, it doesn't change anything. I'm with Joey Barton. This manager's not good enough in the league. And we've been fortunate. You can only play who's in front of you. But with the Champions League teams not dropping down, that has diluted it. However, it is what it is, right? So I want him to just think about it. Sunday for Palace, play Mikey Moore, Ajayi, Kinski, Davis, Spence, Danso, Moore, that Pigeon, it can even play. Well, I don't care. Just get everyone that we can play, empty the bench and get them on there. And like I said at the start, I think you cannot sit there and say that this season has been great because it hasn't. The season, it doesn't change it. I can forgive, but I won't forget. If we go all the way and we do it, I can forgive him for the league form, but I'm never going to forget it. This guy is the worst manager we've ever had in the Premier League, and that is facts, and that is it. You cannot debate that. We are going to lose one more game, which means it's the worst Premier League, worst league defeats ever in our history. So,
Nick, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying,
Jimbo, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying what anyone else is saying. Everyone else can say whatever they want, but we cannot. We need to get through. Everyone to be fit, because Maddison is going to be a big miss in that final. And unless Kulu somehow regains the Kulu that was at the start of the season, we have got a massive lack of creativity that is which we need to be worried about. And also, please, all those Tottenham fans, let's not be Spursy. Just because we've beaten United 3 times doesn't mean we're going to beat them a 4th time. So please don't sleep on that. Please don't sit there and say everything else. And as Joey Barton's just said, if we don't win and we finish 17th, boy, it's going to be crazy.
That's a disaster. But Nick, I'm not saying, right, that he's the right manager for us at all, right? And I'm not saying what's happened in the league. It's a disaster. But what I'm saying is he will walk away from this club as a successful manager.
Yeah, well, look, I think, yeah, of course he wins it. If he wins it, of course he will, Jimbo. But I think with Paratici coming back, he's gone anyway. He's a dead man walking. We know that, right?
I think he knows that already, Nick.
So Paratici's coming back. We know he's gone, right? Regardless whether he's walking, whether it's an agreement, whatever's been said. Look, let's win it. It's like going back. It's like, I mean, Jimbo, I know because he's had a few. It's like going back to your ex for one last hurrah. Thank you very much, Hans. Shake your hand, and that's it. Thanks for getting the monkey off our back. Now, can you go away and leave us alone? And do you know what I mean? That's what we. I'm not trying to kill the buzz. I'm just trying.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
No, it makes sense what you're saying.
I'm just saying is we just need to because we do this. We go crazy. We go, and I just, for once, let's not be Spursy. Yeah, we can get excited. We can say about winning it, but let's not go so far that when it comes down we've seen so many times this season, Liverpool in the second leg, Villa in the cup. We've seen it in so many times, right? Let's just be calm. Let's get ready. Let's wait and see what's happen. Let's wait and see what happens, and then let's enjoy it, because that's what we should do. But I'm just saying, this manager is not my manager. He's shit. We can all see it. No.
No. Not today is not the day, Nicholas. If I could let you back in, you behave.
Let me back in. The truth hurts. Yeah.
Look,
Truth
I agree.
hurts.
I agree with it.
But listen, we enjoy yesterday. Yeah. We enjoy yesterday. We see it all the time. And if we get in the Champions League, that's what we need to do. Because, and this will be the buzzkill moment for anyone saying, oh, he's a bit buzzkill. If we don't win this final, we will see seasons like we've seen for the next 3 or 4 years, and we will be left miles behind the competition because we won't have Europe. We won't have, the players won't come. Players will leave. So look, enjoy it. We can start the banter over Arsenal. We can start doing like this, and let's go. Let's enjoy it.
See, Jim, I told you we shouldn't have invited Nick on. He's told us boring stories all day and just killed the mood like that. Like that.
No, I understand what he's saying. But it's not for us to get ready. It's for the players to get ready. It's for us to really enjoy it.
And the frustrating thing is, Jim, the players can do that in the Europa League, and they haven't turned up and done it in the Premier League. So they need to sit there, go and do it, please, for us. You players, you need to give us fans something because you've given us naff all season, and we need that, please, because I don't want to see any more messages from other fans. I don't want to see anyone saying Spurs haven't won anything. I just want, for one time in my life, 43 years nearly on this earth, to be able to celebrate properly. Do not let me effing down, Tottenham Hotspur. Again, please do not let me down, because I think that will be it. I think I genuinely won't be able to cope anymore with this football club. Jimbo was lucky. He's seen it. A lot of fans have seen us win things. I was 16 in 99. I was whatever in 2008. They're not even, they're trophies, but they're not proper trophies. They're the League Cup. There's no disrespect. We take a League Cup, but you know what I'm saying. This is the chance to probably win the second, like you said, Jimbo, the second best trophy that you could win in football, right? Please, Tottenham, don't let me down, please, because I can't cope. If you do this and I'm sat there and I'm getting distraught and we lose, that's it. I'm done. I will check out. Finished. Finito. Goodbye. I can't do it anymore. We need some joy, Kate. We need to celebrate. We need to be on that high road, enjoying ourselves, bantering Arsenal. Joey, they can say it's a Mickey Mouse trophy, but it's not a Mickey Mouse trophy. They can say it was an easy run to the final. They can say no Champions League team, but they can say we've done. We've done it. We can say
anybody who says this is a tin pot trophy are saying it because they're jealous. Because the European Cup, the second one, the second highest cup in Europe, right, is not a tin pot trophy.
Yeah, and I get from a Chelsea point of view, you could say that about the Conference League, right? You could say that, right? Because it's Chelsea have won Premier Leagues, they've won Champions League. To them, that probably is a tin pot trophy, and realistically, they should win it. But wouldn't it be ironic that Anthony, who went through, by the way, from Fiorentina or Betis? Because I know it was in extra time, and everything else.
Betis went through. Giovanni Lo Celso and a possible Spurs midfielder incoming in the form of Johnny Cardoso.
Betis.
Betis went through. Yeah.
Under Manuel Pellegrini, the ex-City manager.
And Anthony, if Man United win and Betis win, he'll get 2 medals, one for Betis and one for Man United. How mad would that be?
That's crazy, and he's shit.
Who's that, Kate?
Anthony used to play for United.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with everything you said, Nick, but I just don't want to harp on Ange until after the.
No. I agree. Everything put to one side. I agree. I'm just saying we can have that discussion afterwards. Yeah. The discussion will be Premier League versus Europa League. If we win the Europa League, fine. We can sit there and criticize for the Premier League. But we can celebrate. You know, two things can be right, guys. Yeah, two things can be right. We can back him. We back him between now and then. I'll be anging until the final and after the final, just for that game. But I'm not anging for our Premier League and moving forward. And this,
I think the writing's on the wall already, Nick. I think he probably
Yeah,
knows.
Paratici coming back. He must know he's the dead man walking.
But it's just ironic, Kate. We've had our worst season for as far back as I can remember, right? And if we walk away with a trophy and we're getting the Champions League, it would just
we've got the chance of it being a memorable, magnificent end to the season versus an absolute car crash of a season. It's literally all hinges on 90 minutes. It's as easy
and you
as that.
don't think them players are going to want to go out there and win this?
I'd feel a lot more confident.
Do you know what? Maybe Kane was the problem all along.
Yeah, maybe. If I'd feel a lot more confident had we had Madders and Bergvall. But saying that, I thought the defence last night was very good. And we've got 2 weeks to ponder this final. And at the minute, I'm still on such a high that we're even in it after the absolute disgraceful season we've had. I literally cheered and screamed more last night than I have done all season. It was so nice to celebrate us winning something important and doing it in a way that I was proud to watch the team. The first half was a bit of a shitty 0-0, which was fine. And then the second half, like I say, I think it was controlled and professional, and I don't think we ever looked in trouble. And if we do that in the final, we've got as much chance of winning it as they have. That's all I can say. So fingers crossed for that. But Chang, have you got any streams coming up?
I have one particular stream. On Sunday morning. It's going to be episode 10. Episode 10 of Jose and Chang. I really do hope he's feeling a lot better. Senor Garcia, if you're listening, I very am much looking forward to our 10th episode of Jose and Chang. That's going to be at 9 a.m. UK time on a Sunday morning. Absolutely looking forward to that. But between that, I don't have anything. If we are not doing a weekend review on Monday,
we won't be because I'm getting Botox.
Guessing we're going to reconvene again in a week's time from now. Next Friday. Oh, okay. Good for you. Good for her. She's getting Botox.
Because I need it. I've had one lot. I'm having my second lot on Monday.
I was going to say, I thought I couldn't see your face move.
It does still move a little bit, but I'm getting my second top up on Monday. Just the day before my birthday. I'm hitting 47.
Just what is this, mate? What is this?
I need Botox, Nick. What can I say? But go on, Chang, sorry.
No, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I only have one show. I have only one upcoming show on a Sunday morning at 9. That will be episode 10 of Jose and Chang. Absolutely looking forward to that. And if and when you ever do a weekend review or a weekend preview, I'm always around.
Should be one next Friday. We've got no plans next Friday. Nick, anything planned for yourself?
What are we planning? What are we doing?
Any
I might be going to the training ground. Don't worry, I can talk about it. It's nothing to do with a Netflix documentary, and I'm not going to get robbed this time. My name has kindly been put forward to go and witness open training next Wednesday for a select few people. Let me just see what it is. Official supporter club, the opportunity to attend Hotspur Way and watch the first team train. So I might be doing that next Wednesday. But apart from that, no, I'm not doing anything.
Well, as I say, Sunday, I've got a party, a little birthday do for my birthday, because it's my birthday on Tuesday. And on Monday, I've got Botox, and I can't wait to get the second lot done. These things need to be done, Nick. It's a woman's thing. Jimbo got the chance. He was offered it, and he said no. I said, yes, please.
Well, why would Jimbo? Look at Jimbo. He's fucking beautiful. Jimbo don't eat. Jimbo's like, the needle just goes. the needle just looks at Jimbo and's like, I can't improve this face.
Yeah.
You're probably right. But I had about 8 needles in my forehead, which was an experience I've never had before. Completely different feeling to a tattoo, but not unpleasant. Bonjour, Patriot. Kate has a birthday and gets younger. That's me. That's what I hope. Once you hit 47,
Kate's having a birthday and she thinks she's the king or the queen and has lasts like twice, has 2 or lasts a week, all this nonsense, you know.
Yeah, 3-day birthday next week. But Jim, we'll probably be back. I don't know, maybe back on Tuesday on my birthday. It depends what we're doing, whether we go round to see Frankie or not.
Well, we're seeing him Sunday and Monday, so
yeah. We shall see. But
you'll need a break, wouldn't you, after that?
What, you saying Frankie's boring?
No break from driving.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, probably Tuesday we'll be back, and so I don't think there's anything else. Look out for the auction items. I'm going to chase Mickey up now and see what's happened to them. I bet he's forgot to send them.
How are you going to auction them, Kate?
I'm going to do it on. I'm going to put it on the page. I'm going to show people on here. I'm going to do a WhatsApp group as well. I'm going to just ask people if they want to be in the WhatsApp group probably and set one up. I don't know. I don't know the best way to do it, but I think it's 5 pictures we've got. I know one of them's Kulu. I know one of them's Pochettino, which I think I might have to keep and have by my bed and kiss it every night. But we'll see. Look at Nick's face. Don't tell me you don't do that with Emerson Royale.
I don't do that with Emerson Royale.
Well, I don't even want to know what you.
Weird.
I don't even want to know what you do with the shirt.
The shirt's next to me. The shirt's.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because there's no tissues nearby, probably.
That's right. No, there's tissues. And there's the other shirt. There's the other shirt. So.
Look, he's got both. Thank you to everyone for watching. Please smash a like on the way out. You will be redirected to Ben, who's live at 2 p.m. And yeah.
Are you not on Ben's, Nick?
I might nip on for half an hour, 20 minutes.
There you go. Jimbo, do you want to end the show?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm not really worried about the weekend's game. We're going to fucking smash Man United because we are the mighty Spurs. We are in the final. I've seen it in the 80s. Now we're in the 2000s and we're going to do it again. Man United, you're done.
So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the dream. It's always the song. Vindaloo's hopes are in Paris because at home he felt embarrassed. Oh no, they've scored, I feel blue. Now they've scored 2. Quick look to the bench. Oh, what a stench. Taxi for Arteta, start the car. Ooh la la and ha ha ha. Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. The joke that just keeps on giving. Guna bottle jobs, stealing a living. Home and away, wherever they play. The writing is always on the wall. Vindaloo crying again. Your boys fail again. The taste of salt. Empty trophy vault. Next year is our year. Oh dear, oh dear. Taxi for Arteta, start the car. Ooh la la and now. So here we are again. Arteta's lads fail again. It's always the same. Mikel Arteta, he should do better. Spunk at 700 million up the wall. Oh no, the ref. Oh no, the ball. We got bigger fish to fry. At least we're gonna try, but we're left with jack shit. Swing and miss with every hit. If only second place was shiny, we could polish a cup so tiny. Runner up, suck it up. We're all laughing at you so whiny. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same. 700 million, closing on a billion. But you're the best teamie. Tell that to Akini. You had so much play, couldn't put it away. This is really taking the piss. Even Perrier, a bottle cheaper than this. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same. So here we are again. Arteta's lads go down the drain. It's always the same.